This isn't just a story I heard or read online. This happened to me, in an apartment I thought I knew. It started subtle, a feeling, more than anything else. Moving into this new place felt like a fresh start, a clean slate. But from day one, something was off about this old building, especially at night. The constant rain outside only amplified the gloom. It felt like the city itself was trying to drown out some secret, and I was the only one listening. Every corner of my hallway seemed to swallow the light. It wasn't just old. It felt heavy, like it was holding its breath, and I started noticing things. It was during one particularly dark evening, the kind where every sound makes you jump, that I found it. I was running my hand along the wall, checking for chips in the plaster, when my fingertip caught on something tiny, barely visible. A thin, almost invisible seam. As if on cue, the fluorescent tube overhead began to stutter. The flickering light made the shadows dance, turning that subtle line into something screaming for attention. I pressed on the area, pushing and pulling, until I heard a faint, low click. The wall gave way slightly, just enough to confirm my dread. It was heavy, stiff, clearly not opened in decades. I had to brace myself against the opposite wall, putting all my weight into forcing that hidden slab of wood to move. Slowly, agonizingly, it scraped open. A cold, stagnant air rushed past me, smelling of dust and something far older than this apartment. My heart was hammering against my ribs. Logic told me to shut it and walk away, but terror has a way of twisting curiosity into compulsion. I pulled out my phone, flashlight beams slicing through the absolute darkness. It wasn't a tunnel, just a small, cramped space, maybe an old closet walled off decades ago. The silence in that room was unlike anything I'd ever experienced. It felt solid, muffling, pressing down on me. I listened for a sound, any sound, but there was only the erratic beat of my own pulse. As the flashlight beam swept across the dusty floor, the few items left behind came into focus. There was a tattered leather-bound journal, and, sitting right next to it, a single, faded wooden block with one letter carved into it. Nothing else. My mind raced, trying to find a normal explanation, but the cold dread rising in my throat told me there was nothing normal about this discovery. Trembling, I picked up the journal. It felt sticky with age. I flipped it open to a random page, and that's when the true horror set in. The handwriting was frantic, scratched deep into the paper. The date was over 60 years ago. The entry simply read, "He doesn't like the light. He knows I'm hiding. Can hear the scratching now. Always the scratching." The moment I read that, the fear turned into blind panic. I didn't care what he was or why someone was hiding. I just knew I had to get out. I slammed the door shut, ignoring the sickening thud as it met the frame. I scrambled to push the subtle panel back into place, desperate to seal the darkness away. Now the hallway is quiet again. The seam is invisible, but every night, when the rain starts, I swear I can hear the faintest sound coming from the wall, a low, steady scratching.